Many of us have had awakening experiences, and this is mine. I owned a cruising sailboat with my husband for 27 years, and we sailed over 40,000 miles. Every time I crossed an ocean, which was several times, an experience would happen for me. I'd get several days out from sea, and everything was moving all the time. On a small boat, the waves are going, you're going up and down, side to side, forward and back, and infinite movements in between. And I couldn't stand the movement. It was terrible. There was no stillness anywhere. So the first time it happened, we were about 5 days out from land. And I was pretty much very despondent, very despondent. I couldn't stand it. Maybe we needed to go back to land. I wasn't going to be able to cross the ocean. I lay down on my bunk in despair, crying, and fell asleep. When I woke up, my perception of reality was completely different. Everything was still moving, but I was stillness in the center of it. I had no explanation for that, but that's what I was experiencing. When I was out on deck, everything I looked at, I felt like I was stillness. And the movement was through me, moving through me. It felt like there was stillness pervading me, the ocean, the sky, and the ocean and the sky weren't separate from me. At this level of stillness, I was completely connected with everything around me. I wasn't the ocean and the sky. Those were all material things that were different from me, right? But I was in the center of all pervasive space. And this experience lasted all the time for the rest of the trip. It was basically stability in attunement to fundamental consciousness, not something I asked for or worked for. It arose. There was a luminosity to it sometimes, but the stillness, the emptiness of movement was right there, pervading all of the movement. Within 12 hours of getting back on land, all of that went away, gone. I couldn't recapture it. I couldn't find it again. And it had been blissful and ordinary at the same time, and I didn't have it. It went away. Where was it? Every time I went on a long ocean crossing, that same thing would happen. I couldn't stand the movement. I'd let go of my grasp on hating the movement. And the stillness would arise. I'd become one at this subtle level with the ocean and the boat and the sky and the birds and the clouds and the stars and the dolphins. We saw lots of dolphins at sea. So I'd been meditating for a while by then. I'd been doing yoga for a few years by then. So I kind of knew I was tapping in, something was happening to me that the yogis had talked about, right? That pure bliss consciousness. But this was in my body. This wasn't in my mind. This was in my body. It was feeling it. So I spent the next 30 years trying all sorts of embodiment, meditation, non-dual somatic practices, meditation, psychology, dance, trying to find the same experience. Nobody pointed me to it. Everyone else had me find the energy of myself or had me bring the consciousness into my body or had me find it outside and not have my body at all. Right? That didn't work for me. That wasn't what I wanted. I wanted somebody to show me how to be that stillness. In 2010, Zeb, who's here today, heard a interview on the radio with Judith Blackstone, who the book Intimate Life had just been published. And he heard an interview with her and he told me about it. And we were doing some work together around embodiment. And it seemed like it really fit in with what we were doing. So I bought a couple of books. I read her work. The next year, Zeb and I were able to go down to the Bay Area and actually do a day workshop live with Judith. When she said, feel that you're in your whole body, find the space outside your body, and feel that the space inside and outside is the same pervasive space. My whole system went, bingo, this is it, right? She pointed me to exactly that experience that I had on the ocean. So I've been spending the last 15 years of my life exploring and deepening into the realization process and the aspects of experience that the work points me to. And I can tell you for sure that the way that I experience the world now is exactly, in fact, deeper and more real than how I experience myself on the boat at sea. I will tell you 100% that if you practice with curiosity and lightness of being, that you too can have that experience for yourself of living and breathing from the center of all of your experience in the middle of this vast field of what we call fundamental consciousness, right? Unitive consciousness.